Hey, welcome to the podcast. We got Berm, our co-host, Brim.
Hi.
He's a Yankee, and we got
No.
Yeety and Electric. They're both from RM. How are you both doing?
Good.
I'm doing fine.
I'm doing really.
You know they're gonna be good guests when they both answer at the same time. All right, let's get into these questions. Let's start with you, Brim. Start asking questions, bud.
Okay, so everyone is normally asked this question so many times, and I'm going to say it again. What is your most favorite raid map, known as community raid map? Starting with two electrics.
Okay, there's like I have multiple favorite maps, but I would either say like Sunken Farms or like Monterey for now.
And you, Austin?
My personal favorite map is the flag map, the one with the bridge. I really like that one because it's actually a good map, unlike the other
Desert
ones
bridge
that
or
are
grass?
just the desert bridge.
All right.
That one's fun.
That one was good.
All right. Growing off that question, what is your least favorite?
My least favorite one,
That's easy. That's easy. That's easy. Mary Maze.
Advance into Mexico. That one's pretty
Yeah, that
bad.
one sucks as well.
No one said no one said the one that's like a giant field with the crappy trees. That's a
Are you talking
Salamanca.
about? Are you talking about Salamanca? That one also.
Salamanca,
That one's
yeah.
Salamanca,
that one's
sucks.
also pretty bad in my opinion.
Dude,
It wasn't a
Mary,
well-made
Mary,
map
Mary
at all.
Maze isn't that bad.
Exactly. It's
Mary
not
Maze
that
is
bad.
trash.
No, it's not. It's a good map.
Yeah, you
Okay,
have plenty of
we don't
cover.
want to debate here.
You have plenty of cover. It's somewhat easy to snipe. The arty, it's because you're an arty. That's why. Because the arty positions aren't that good.
I can snipe still, but it's a really horrible map. It's like it's only flat. That's it.
Right, fine, whatever, fair enough. Going on to the next question. All right, so how'd you find RM starting with Electric?
Okay, this is a long one. Okay, so let's say this is okay. I don't feel like telling the story, but for how I got into RM, let's see. Okay, so I had an alt. Okay, so and I had it like when I found out CSA, I joined it because of of one of my friends or some guy that like took me to the fort as a prisoner. And it was like in November somewhere like that to November 2019. Yeah. So in December, like once CSA died, um yeah, I decided to like go to RM instead of AFE for obvious reasons. Um, then okay, so
There, slow down. What are these obvious reasons?
okay, honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I chose RM anyways. Okay, so continuing. So then I got my main into RM, and that's how yeah.
Is that it?
Do I go?
I think so. Yeah.
All
Same
right,
question,
so
Austin.
basically, I discovered RM one day because my friend Shomo 2014, or former friend more exactly, to be specific, he showed me these groups called the Richmond Pact, and he told me to join one of them. I wasn't really interested in AFE or CSA because they didn't like appeal to me, but RM appealed to me. Originally, I joined RM in May 2019, but then I left it because being the absolute mega brain I am, and then rejoined it in June 12th, 2019.
Interesting. All right, so you guys have any memorable
I'll ask
moments
the
you
question.
want to share from
No,
your
not
time in
really.
RM?
Memorable moments? No, not really. Not really any.
Yeety.
What?
You got any memorable moments you want to share?
No, I don't have any. I just said that.
Oh, I thought Electric said that. All right.
Alright, I got a question.
All right.
I'll start with Electrics. So, Electrics, what inspired you to play Tradelands?
Okay, so like back then, I forgot who, but I'm pretty sure somebody like okay, no, okay, so all I remember is that I was playing with like Aries before, and then yeah, we used to go on the Sparrow and just go like like we used to go through really trade runs and like at one point we followed the ships sometimes, and me and Aries like had to swim back to somewhere. I, but okay, but then like once I got once I got my like once I got into like HAC or something, I was like dedicated to Tradelands, and I still am. Like okay, so it was a long story. I'm pretty sure BRM like got me into Tradelands or something.
Is that all?
Yes.
Alright, same question to Austin. What inspired you to play Tradelands?
So earlier this year, World decided to play Tradelands, and a bunch of us joined them. And I was just kind of bored, so I decided to join. I had some fun. I was very new. I didn't know what I was doing. And then, like, I think a month later, my friend Biboto, who's not really too active in RM anymore, he he decided to play Tradelands with us, and we just had some fun. And he gave me, I forgot, I think it was an ironwood tomahawk he gave me. I treasured that, and it's still in my warehouse. And I'm still dedicated to Tradelands to this day.
Alright, Xander, your turn to ask a question.
Well, I'd like to answer the question you asked. All right. So I found Tradelands probably early 2017. I wasn't. I did. I was 12 at the time, and so I got into it. Spawned the starter. It the starter thing was like what, a minnow or something at this time, or
This is Sparrow.
because when I first played it, I didn't even remember the sparrow. It was like,
It was probably a minnow then.
yeah, it
Was it
was
like
like
really small?
it like you started with the materials to make a ship, and then it like told you how to make the ship, and it was like you either pick a sparrow or a minnow. I mean, no, the minnow, or what was it? What is it called? Goldfish, something like that. The other tiny
Something
boat.
like that. Goldfish or minnow.
Yeah. So
Alright,
yeah, I got into that. I started doing trade runs with one of my friends, and they stopped playing, so I stopped playing. Then when I got into AFE, I noticed that all of you guys were playing it, and I joined you. And I ended up getting decent at it, like getting like $4,000 a trade run. Got myself up to a Falcon, and then I stopped playing because you guys started doing that combat stuff, and I just didn't find it that fun because I didn't have good things, and I would always get pummeled. So basically, the reason why I quit is because one day I was doing a trade run, and then out of nowhere, this ship with all glowy cannons and like had a steam engine and everything, they started chasing me, and then they killed me. So I decided to attempt the trade run again, and they hunted me down and killed me, and then called me trash. So I attempted it one more time. Then they pretty much just said, "If you move, we kill you." So I just left and never played it again. Kind of a sucky
My
story.
question is to you, Xander. What ship can you identify it as? Like, describe me details of it. Second thing, what flag was it? Because it could have been a toxic pirate crew.
No, it wasn't even a pirate. It was Vikings.
Howlings.
It was Howlands, yeah.
Probably Howlings.
Well, there
Was
goes
the
Howling
flag
Guard.
like was the flag like white outside and like a blue shield?
No, I know it
Axis?
was. They were Holland. It was the Holland flag.
Was it the Navy?
No, it was just some randoms.
It was probably a pirate group then.
Yeah,
That plays Hound.
I don't know what the ship's called. It's like the first steam
The-
ship you can get.
The
Dragon?
Yeah, they had a dragon, but it was all glowies.
Hmm.
Pissed me off.
Uh,
All I had was a Falcon.
I mean, a Falcon's not really a good ship.
I only got it because it was the fastest one I could afford, and I was just trying to do quick trade runs.
Alright.
All right.
No one really goes for it anymore.
All right. Next question. Since every podcast has been about trade lands, or at least everyone in season 2, so get away from that. So for Electric, why did you choose Artie over the other regiments?
Okay, so first I was a medic before, and then okay, I had a it's I wasn't getting that much kills, so I I switched over to Artie, and I got really good over time, and now I'm an NCO of Artie.
Yeety, what regiment are you in?
Medics.
So would you say that you enjoy the regiment and the perk of
Yeah,
having a bandage?
I enjoy the medic corps because every time in a sword fight, I always manage to get damage, so I have to heal myself, and then I kill the opponent, or I just get killed and lose the match.
Yeah. So I know no one asked me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I started off in medics because I was like, hey, I suck at sword fighting, so if I have the bandage, I'll do a little better because I won't die. And then so I was like that for 3 months, and then I realized that the only thing I'm good at is shooting. And I'm like, hey, you know what would make me better? If I joined sharpshooters. So I joined sharps, and I've been in it ever since. I tried Artie for, like, what, 2 hours? And I left after that because I didn't really like Artie. Like, it was boring. You just sit there and press the arrow keys and try and shoot raiders that have zero skill. So they're
I mean,
also
it's really
easy to hit.
satisfying if you get the kills, though.
Well, no, I was getting the kills. Artie's very easy to use. I don't get why anyone has a hard time with it. But yeah, I was sitting there. I got super bored, just sitting there doing nothing but pressing arrow keys and fire. And then
I mean,
every time I would do
um,
anything other than use the arty, someone would yell at me. So they'd be like, "Why aren't you using the arty? Get on the arty. Go use a cannon now."
I mean, that's just AFA for you. I
It,
mean,
it,
people get annoyed from you
no,
if they're
it wasn't like an
because
officer or
they get
anything.
killed.
It was like a group of recruits that were yelling at me to use the cannon.
Why is a specific group of recruits yelling at you to using the cannon? That's so dumb.
Exactly.
Because I was the only one there who was in a regiment, and they're like, "Why aren't you using the cannons?" And I'm like, "There's one."
Are they like hot garbage that they like force you
Yeah,
to get on the cannon?
no, there was one raider. There was one raider. Not a single one of those recruits had a kill, and I was killing that
Use
raider
a cannon
without
because of
any
one
deaths.
raider.
And then there was all of a sudden like, "Go get on the arty." Berm, you got any other questions?
Hmm. Since I can't really think of one, I'll just go and do plain concrete. Starting with Austin. What is your favorite Traylan's faction?
Um,
Playable faction.
Playable faction. So it originally started with Nova, but now it's Nassau. I still like Nova, but I just prefer Nassau over Nova.
And Electrics?
Okay, so either Blackwind or Whitecrest. For Blackwind, it's easy. You get easy money from raiding, and for Whitecrest, honestly, I don't know why Whitecrest, but I mean, it's a good. I mean, you can. I mean, that's how I do gem mining at sometimes, and spruce or pine grinding.
Alright, an alternate question to that. What is your favorite non-playable faction? Starting with Austin.
Ooh, that's kind of hard. I don't really know too many non-playable factions. I
There's
think
Berglund and Yola, Sepstantinopel, and Balresk, and Pershope.
I think I was a fan of like Inyola back then. I don't really like Inyola too much anymore, but I think it's Brooklyn that's my favorite.
And you Electrics?
Maybe Pershovia, the Glads, yes.
Alright. Alexander, Any questions? All right, then I'll answer my own questions. My favorite faction, I'm debating between Nassau, Whitecrest, or Nova. My favorite non-playable faction has to be Prashovia.
I could go for in YOLO.
I'll back my reasons. My reason for Prashovia, I like their flag. Their flag's pretty creative, with like the knots, or it's like 3 stars. For Whitecrest, I like it for trading from Whitecrest to Salem, your average new trade route. I like Nassau for the fish, because I can just go fish off the border here of the map without any disturbance. And for Nova, I like Nova just for where its location is and how many rocks there is to mine.
All right.
So it's kind of a hard debate.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in my room now. Finally.
All right. Let's get into the next question. This is a hypothetical, and I'm also gonna answer this, and I want Berm to answer this too. So, if you had to pick one person to go into combat with, who would it be and why? Starting with you, Berm. Brim.
Me, well, if we were on the same team together, the person who I wouldn't choose this person, but this person chooses me. The person who I fought was side by side in combat would be Kraken.
That's such a cliche answer.
Yeah.
All right, you Electric.
Can you repeat the question?
If you had to pick one person to go into combat with, who would it be?
I don't really go into combat as an arty, but if I do, but sometimes if I do, but I rather go alone than go with a partner.
I expected better answers. Yeety.
I don't really like to go alone, so I usually go with a partner. But if I'd have to go with someone, it'd probably be like either Abs, Nova, or someone else that I think is good at combat.
All right, and for me, I'd 100%, no doubt, go with my boy, Controlling Theater, because he he's a smartass, so it's rather funny. He's very good at sniping, and that's usually what I do. So if we were to both go together, we'd probably both be sniping. He'd definitely not get the same answer because I'm annoying, but yeah, that'd be my answer. All right, so
To add on to that, for my question, the person who I actually will go with, if it's just like a normal raid and stuff, we're just fighting regular raiders, I'll normally take MM with me, and we just go to the camp and just rain fire down on to the raiders. We'd just be the snipers.
yes, this is why the Sharps Regiment plus Medic Regiment equals God mode. Put a medic with a sharp, and you got yourself an unstoppable
Even a medic can
machine.
snipe as well.
All right, let's get a closer question out. Do any of you plan on leaving anytime soon? Starting with you, Mr. Brim.
I've answered this question before.
Yeah, but you never know; it could change.
Well, you're true about that. Like I said, I depend on fate to decide my answer. I do not know when I will retire. It's just I gotta let fate decide. You never know what could happen. I could have like maybe a problem in life where I get too busy or something big happened and then I need to do something and I just can't attend. And so basically I'll just have to retire. Or if I'm given the chance to become emperor, which that probably won't happen. Because I don't like to be emperor. I just don't like the leadership of it, having to lead one nation. Or group, whatever you call it.
Alright, Electric.
Okay, I already had thoughts about leaving before, but overall it depends on like the future. What will happen if Germ retires, or what will happen if like if we have a new emperor and but the emperor's like fucked up or something, probably on cocaine. I mean, okay, the future could hold anything. Anything could really happen in the right. So overall, I would say I probably won't be leaving anytime soon. But as an officer, I might retire because I might retire like in like a bit soon, but because of probably I have high school's next after it's next in my life, so I'll probably be very busy.
You will not be
Unless
busy
you
in high
make it
school.
busy.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
All right. So I don't have any plans on leaving anytime soon. I'll probably continue up until like maybe at the last year of high school. Depends on if my opinion changes or not. But honestly, I'll just continue going. I don't really care too much. I'll just keep on going.
If I ever retire, I'm probably gonna like visit like almost every yeah.
I actually thought of one more question, which I'm
I also
probably
have a
going to use
question too.
every podcast from now on. Uh, can you think of a time where you came really close to quitting and why?
Quitting what? Quitting what exactly?
Quitting your group, RM, AFE, etc. Bram, we'll start with you. Did you ever think of quitting AFE? And how close did you get?
It's something I don't really like to talk about, but
Well,
since
you
I
have to now.
since people really want me to explain, I will explain. Probably, probably because okay, I really want to get this out, but I don't want to because it was kind of for a stupid reason. I don't really like to threaten Kraken, but I do threaten him sometimes with it just because I'm mad. I have my moments, okay? But then I'm swayed back in.
So you're not going to give the answer, or are you? All right then, Electric.
Okay, so potentially I would probably I'm probably not gonna quit anytime soon. Maybe I probably if I were like if I began an AFE and like this and the stupid lawless noob him the retard
Hold up. The question
okay at
was,
this point I might leave because of him. He's so fucking annoying. I
You
dude.
can't
haven't
fucking
talked
stand
about
him. I
Daniel.
already left the AP Discord once because of this Daniel M kid, like, and got muted twice.
So
But
did
no,
he.
I'm
He
not
got
gonna.
the same punishment.
Yes, but I believe this should have been longer than mine's because all I did is tell him to stop.
I would agree. Daniel is the source of the flame.
Yeah, like these kids start drama, and then they'll be like, "Bruh, shut up if anyone else does." Or like if like they'll start stuff like call people out for stuff, but then if you call them out for anything, they'll just be like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up."
But a thing to notice, Electric, is you need to control your anger like how Kraken told me to do that. Because you do.
Anger isn't the way of the Jedi.
Electric, you didn't really answer the question though. The question was, have you have you ever thought about leaving, and if so, why
Yes.
did you think of that?
Maybe because I was going through a state of like I don't know how to explain this, but uh um okay, honestly, I don't have I don't really have an answer to this question.
Oh, it's fine. What about you, Yeety?
The closest I've ever gotten to like considering leaving or becoming inactive or whatever was like I think about a year ago. Around this time a year ago, I went like super inactive. I wasn't like really feeling myself. I was feeling kind of bad. I went inactive for like I don't know exactly how long, but it was over 2 weeks. And then I got my shit together and just became active again. So that's the no, it was over 2 weeks. That's all I remember, but I don't remember how long exactly.
One time I've thought of leaving twice. One time I didn't really say anything. I was just like, I was a soldat for a while, and then I thought like because I got ranked from recruit to soldat, my stupid brain thought it would take the same amount of time from recruit to soldat to corporal. So after like 2 weeks, I contemplated leaving, and then I realized that the ranking system got harder each time you rank up. But the second time I thought of leaving was just because I had a mental breakdown over the fact that trainings were the same every single day. And then and then I started DMing Kraken like, if you don't change the trainings, I'm leaving. If nothing new happens, I'm leaving. And then he said something new is gonna happen, and all that really happened was a palace meeting. But then I was like, whatever.
And to pick up notes about that, when I tried to do something new, like the trench thing, even though it went super bad, I was trying to do something new, and people were hating me for that. So we are going to go back to normal trainings. If you watch this podcast and you watch the end, you will hear this. If you do complain about having to deal with,
Yeah, if you
wanting a
complain
new
about
event,
trainings being the same all the time
I don't
again,
want to. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you complain.
yeah.
Honestly, complaining.
Either-
If you complain
It's
about
either
like
choose one
anything,
or just choose one thing or choose the other thing.
No, I don't get why everyone attacked you either. Like, if the point of trying something new is to try it, not succeed with it. It could always fail.
Yeah.
And if you're and for like the past 4 months, all they've been saying is make trainings different. And then when we try and do that, they start complaining that it's different. Like they're retarded. That's the most retarded
I
thing
don't
ever.
get it.
Oh, we did something different. I'm shitting my
I
pants
mean,
and crying.
a change could be good, but sometimes no. Like you get
A
these
lot of
like
people don't
stupid
like
reactions
change.
from like some people.
Well, like I'm saying, not everything's always gonna work. And if someone messes up, just don't complain about it. Because if it's an obvious screw up, they're not gonna do it again. So stop complaining about it.
I even mentioned that in my training. I'm not doing that again with the trench. But it was a good idea though.
Wait, what even did what
And the
even was it?
Yeah. Give me an explanation. I wasn't there.
okay, I'll explain everything. So basically, I have two people start at the where the tunnel entrances into the trench are.
Oh, dude, I had
Yeah.
I
that
started
same.
people
Dude,
right
I
at the
was about to.
bottom. I blocked it. I used my beat tools to block off part of the trench, so people could go start the ball. And when I say begin, they climb up the ladders and fight in the trench. If they touch above the grass, they basically get disqualified. And basically, you
Sounds
just fight,
sounds pretty fun.
kill, and win.
Honestly, the bridge fight was like was
And the
interesting
thing is,
because
I
like
didn't like what Bandit did either.
what did he do?
What did he even do? Yeah.
Bill Bennett's a retard.
He put a stupid dunce hat on me. Then he
Wow.
told all
Get
and
dunce.
I think he told all the he told all part of the losing team to join into the team that wasn't even that hasn't even dueled yet. And I was like screaming at MM, like, do this, do that.
The sad part is he put a
Bandit
dunce
got
on
And
me.
really
I was like, almost getting ready to threaten Bandit to like throw him out.
Dude, the fact that Bandit put a dunce hat on you is kind of ironic. That's coming from him.
Yeah.
He's the dunce.
And to answer my question,
What was your
I think
question?
actually I'll actually answer this. It came back to my mind. It was when I was a captain. I almost left because I was getting tired of being one, and I wanted to be. I wanted to get a reward. I call like a new rank a reward, if you know what
I
I
mean,
mean.
you got that reward twice.
Twice
that
in
is
a
a good
summer.
point.
Yeah, Berm, you got promoted twice since I joined. Like, Jesus, stop complaining.
It was back before I was a major. It was like in April.
You're a captain.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
I was here in April.
What happened
All right,
to
well
you?
that's gonna do it for the podcast.
Oh, but
'cause-
before
All
we
right,
end,
yep, say it.
I'm sorry for being staying this so long, but I have 2 final questions, and that's it.
2?
Yeah, but Yeety's gone, so.
Are you a war
okay.
criminal?
No, I'm not. Well, I'll just answer these 2 Electrics.
Yeah.
So, Electrics, what is your favorite Trailing ship?
Xander, move Yeety.
I'm about to put the caption back on the screen.
Xander, move
What?
Yeety. He's look.
What? Oh
Move
God.
Yeety to
damn.
this podcast, to this voice channel.
Oh yeah. Gotta drag it in. Get your. Who DM'd me?
Alright, thank you. Anyways,
All right.
my internet killed itself.
Answering my final question, 2 questions. Actually, I just have 1 to finish it off.
Okay.
My final question is, what is your favorite Trailing ship? Starting off with Austin.
Oh, that's a tough one. I have a lot of favorite ones. Well, personally, the best one, or my at least my most favorite one that I made was the Tyrant, because I worked hard for that one and I really like it.
And Electrics?
Okay, so even though I recently made this one. It's a Taipan. The Taipan is like, it's an awesome boarding ship. It's really good. It's good for like, it's cross wind speeds, and it's I've been using it to like, to travel around the trade lands map. But the downside is it's actually really fucking expensive. Like for the vouchers, like 5,000 scrap or equivalent to like 250
5,000 scrap, by the way.
Yeah. And like yeah, and that's really the only expensive part, and like but it's still a good ship. I recommend getting it if you have the money.
Oh, I guess that's it.
That's not your decision.
All right. So that's gonna do it for the podcast. Anything you guys want to say?
Do I go first or what?
Yeah, just say
Do
it.
you have any drugs?
No, I don't have any drugs.
Happy Easter, Germ.
It's not even Easter, dum dum.
All right.
Anyways,
it's only
Xander, thank you.
It's spooky season.
What? Exactly. Anyways, Xander, thank you for having me on. I kind of wanted to be on for like a while now, so this is a treat for me. Thank you.
Yeah, this was
Thanks for giving me content.
You're welcome.
content.
And congratulations to World to getting his channel back.
Well, yeah, he got his channel back. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I recommend you play Traillands, and I recommend you join AFE, RM, or EBI.
RM.
Maybe not EBI because
Maybe not EBI. They have enough people.
You're too fucking strict. Don't go there.
They have enough people.
I'm
anyway.
just advertising.
They have enough people.
They already have 9,000. We don't need them to go to.
Or just join AFE.
Their trainings are rather boring.
Those two baddies are
Whoa, BRM. Whoa, join AFE? You mean join
Turning
RM
out.
or AFE?
Join either. Pick
Army and
one.
AFE are too many.
Let's just end it already.
All right. No. Last question. When is Port Martinique opening?
Never.
Fuck.
I don't
would I
know.
know? How would I know?
No, I was asking Mr. Brim.
I do not know yet.
Ask right now.
I have no. What, do you want me to DM Kraken? I'll do it
DM
now.
Kraken right now.
Okay, I'll do.
He forces them to DM Kraken.
And then send me the screenshot so I can put it in this podcast.
He just puts it like he just like has a really low res screenshot.
Oh,
Of
I added text mid podcast that just says "Berm when trade lands."
What?
I just screamed at him in all caps.
Just all caps. When is for whatever?
What is whatever the fucking port name is coming
Everyone
out?
spam him right now. Everyone just
Telling
spam
me.
him. Just say Port Martinique now.
I'm not spamming him because
Oh,
I'm not spamming him.
you're scared.
what is my friend's status? Flex state Pop Tarts. Is she okay?
All right.
Okay, let's just end it here.
Thanks for coming on the podcast, guys. Bye bye.
Yeah.
He's getting hit by a blue shell.